our big 25th anniversary vacation, I really wanted to do a proper trip to Alaska. But Alaska is already pricey, and inflation over the last few years has just put it out of range for us. So, for literally half the price, we booked a week in Orlando.
Thank y'all so much, and welcome to Orlando.
We were super excited to check out the additions to the Wizarding World at Universal Studios. We stayed at Universal's 50s-themed resort, Cabana Bay.
Let's get the party started!
The theming was everywhere, and it was perfect. We particularly enjoyed the large cafeteria-style eatery, which played genuine 50s TV commercials on a loop. We requested a room with a view of Universal's Volcano Bay Water Park. We ended up with a stellar view of the parking lot. Oh well, at least we could see Hogwarts. Staying at a Universal's property comes with some extra perks, like bus and water taxi service to Universal City Walk with its variety of shops and restaurants. To be clear, the water taxi does not go all the way to Cabana Bay. It drops off at the hotel across the street. And if you ask for views of Volcano Bay, you'll be in the rooms farthest from the lobby, a quarter-mile away. Yes, really. Another perk for Universal guests is that we enter the park an hour early. Just keep in mind that this perk applies to a gazillion other guests too. As soon as they drop the rope, that's what the cool kids call opening the gate, everyone will run for either Jurassic Park's Velocicoaster or Hagrid's motorbikes. I'll give you one guess which one we went to. Like the rest of the Wizarding World, this ride is like walking into the movies. Every nook has a new Easter egg. Or dragon egg. Check out Hagrid's dustbin lid-sized dragon skin gloves lying next to the Monster Book of Monsters. Next, we hopped a ride on the Hogwarts Express to the new Diagon Alley.
I'm so excited!
You arrive at platform 9 3/4 in King Cross Station and exit out into the other side of Universal. Just down the road, near this old dirty sign, is this nondescript alleyway. But inside... Again, it really felt like walking into the real Wizarding World. Our first stop, of course, was Ollivander's to buy wands. Ain't no place better. Then a quick side trip to Nocturne Alley for some air conditioning. Then we made our way into Gringotts, where there is another adventure ride. The goblins seemed rather annoyed at the crowd.
Next morning.
On Tuesday, we rope-dropped the Velocicoaster. It's an amazing ride. Unfortunately, their empty pockets rules are so strict, we couldn't get any video. So I stole all this from YouTube. Then it was back to Hogwarts, where we explored the castle. Eventually, we ran into these 3 students who invited us along on their adventure.
Excuse me, we thought some of you might be looking for a way to escape Professor Bin's lecture.
Who are you people? Am I supposed to let you all in? Without a password, no less. What is this school coming to? Well, make them known then.
Later, we took the train again to Diagon Alley for more shopping and to practice our spell work. Now I want to detour for a few minutes and talk about another very important aspect of our trip: food. Our vacation package included 2 breakfasts at the Leaky Cauldron and the 3 Broomsticks. As always, you get the feeling that Crookshanks could come down the stairs at any minute, or you might hear Professor Slughorn talking about how he remembered when it was just 1 broomstick. The food was pretty good, although the on-tap pumpkin juice tasted a little off. I think our recipe is better, link in the doobly-doo. We had one other meal in Universal Studios, at the Irish-themed pub, and it was outstanding. We had several meals at Cabana Bay's Bayliner Diner. It was pretty good, but ridiculously overpriced. The City Walk restaurants were hit and miss. The first night we tried Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. We skipped their iconic over-the-top shakes, which was probably a mistake. Tammy had their signature chocolate stout wings. What do you think?
I don't know.
If they had any flavor at all, it was like burnt coffee.
My hamburger exploded.
My $20 hamburger was, The next night we had Bubba Gump, which was a disaster.
Run, Forrest, run.
My fish and chips came with one long, skinny fish stick that barely had any fish. Finally, we left Orlando. Well, that's a spoiler, but you'll find out in a minute. Yelp helped me find this local favorite seafood place in a strip mall. Believe it or not, the trash can on the table told me I was in my kind of place. You wouldn't think it with my love of the mountains and aversion to sand and sea, but I do have an appreciation for Texas and Louisiana Gulf-style seafood, and any menu that includes Choose Your Heat immediately has my attention.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
As any foodie knows, presentation is everything.
Hello in there. Okay, bye home.
That was sarcasm in case you missed it. You ready? It's complicated.
I'm gonna need assistance.
Really tell the picture between the green ones and the black ones. The green mussels are bigger.
Messy has Satisfied. Finally got a meal.
Yes, and my mouth is burning just right. It hurts good.
There is not a SpongeBob card for earlier that day. On Wednesday, we decided to take a break from Universal. We rented a car and headed east to Kennedy Space Center. With no reservation, the only rental available was an eccentric electric car. The car apparently thinks that I've had too much coffee. Why does the car think I've had too much coffee?
Because it's electric and they're for snooty people.
It's really tall. It's tall. Tammy found out that SpaceX would be launching a Falcon 9 in just a few hours. Kennedy was about 7 miles from the launch pad, and I found a beach that was only 3 miles away. Can you see it? Honey? Honey, there's a rocket. There's a rocket right there. It's right there, look. There's a rocket. It's right there. It's right there. Oh my goodness. From the beach, the pad was right there. Only really visible from the catwalk from the parking lot to the beach. The rocket nerds showed up early. While we wait, we may as well go and see the ocean. Yep, there it is, the world's toilet. 4,000 miles of uninterrupted poo water from here to Africa. We didn't even bother to get our shoes sandy. Who cares? There's a rocket right over there. The closer it got to launch, the more nerds showed up. Oh, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up!
Where's the noise?
It'll get here in about 12 seconds.
Yeah!
Get ready. Get ready.
Oh,
Oh, bring it on.
Wow!
are you watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah! There it is! There it is! That's so great! Off we go. We're home! It's snowing!